The other thing too, okay? Professional athletes have long nights like you had. When you wake up the next day and you're tired,
다음날 아침에 일어나서 피곤하면
the most important thing to do is to activate yourself earlier in the morning. You wake up tired.
일어난 게 피곤하면은
You stay tired.
하루 종일 피곤해요.
You get more tired.
그리고 하루 지나면서 더 피곤해지고 더 빨리 피곤해지는 거예요.
That's why you're flat today.
Just making sure he believes it, you know? He's gonna believe in himself.
To make it happen here on second point, bullet to the face, soon finds the kill on Prophet.
People out of their hiding holes. Ooh, Greg didn't have the shot on him because he was relocating at the same time Soon was. Soon goes off again.
Agilities though, I mean he's got the barrage. Last man alive, but not for long. Overtime burns down, and so do the Los Angeles Valiant's hopes of remaining undefeated in this stage.
We lost. And then you start like recalling all the reasons why you lost. You start questioning a lot of things because, you know, obviously things went wrong when you lose.
After we lost, I was a little disappointed in myself. I didn't really perform in Volsky and I didn't really perform in Oasis. So I was mainly disappointed in myself, but I knew we could have won the series if I played a little bit better.
Like, I don't know what's going on. Maybe panic or pressure, I don't know.
We started off really slow and felt like we could have played much better in the beginning. And if we started off warmed up, we could have took the win.
It feels like you guys have a really tough like first two maps. Come to the back, come to like the dugout, and then go out and then like play.
뭐가 안 되고 뭐가 어떻게 안 되는지 좀 모르겠어요. 그러니까 뭐 누구 한 명 때문에
뭐가 안 되고가 아니라 그냥 다 준비가 안 돼 있다니까.
It just feels like the entire team is just not prepared as a whole. Like
지금 계속 같은 패턴이야. 1,
but
2경기는
it's
그냥
always the same pattern.
내주거나 진짜 힘들겠다 하거나.
We either give up the first two maps or we needlessly fight hard to take.
진짜 슈퍼 플레이를 해서 갖고 오거나.
Like someone has to make a super hard carry.
뭔가 짜여진 틀로 경기를 이기는 게 아니라.
It's not. It doesn't feel like we're trying to win with the strategies that we discussed and talked about and trying to do.
누가 슈퍼 캐리를 해야 경기를 가져오는.
It feels like we take the map if someone is like in the mood to carry.
지금 1, 2경기가 계속 그래.
Like the first two maps have been like that since Dallas.
그러니까 지는 것도 배워야 되고 이렇게 하면 우리가 지는 거에 대해서도 알아야 되기 때문에 네, 뭐 이 경험을 통해서 이번 대회를 통해서 좀 더 강한 모습을 되기를 좀 바라고 있습니다.
Just like that. Open the glove. Okay. Channel Park. They had Channel Oh, nice!
Yeah. Your PC's okay?
Your PC is okay.
Hello, my name is Fimpet Flossi Jonasson. I'm from Iceland. I'm 19 and I play off-tank for LA Valiant.
Hi, my name is FRANDANISA. My in-game name is KSF. I play DPS for the LA Valiant and I'm from Washington State.
It's good to have more players here, more eyes, more focus and all that kind of stuff. So I'm looking forward to when Izuyaki gets in.
내 실수가 맞는데 그거를 형이 안 보인다고 말해주면 내가 뺄 수 있어.
싸우는 장소는 너네가 주는 거라.
저럴 때 형이 내려오면 형이 위험한 걸 형이 알잖아. 근데 굳이 저럴 때 내려오지 말고 나한테 그냥.
It's also a matter of like if you look at this match, every fight we get, they dive us and we try to dive them.
일단은 틀은 제가 좀 잘 코치들이 할 수 있게 틀은 제가 잘 잡아줬고요. 이제 거기에 맞춰서 이제 코치님들도 유능하기 때문에 충분히 그 틀 안에서 자기들의 능력을 다 발산을 한다면 뭐 남은 2주 제가 없는 2주에도 네, 뭐 제가 큰 공백이 느껴질 것 같지는 않아요.
while Moon's gone, he gave us assignments to practice and play competitive together and to focus harder in scrims because towards the end we fall off a little bit.
For me, Moon is the most important part of Valiant. He's a head coach.
I think we'll be okay, but it's obviously going to be a big adjustment because he came here, he helped so much, and now he's going back for a little bit, so we need to figure out how to, play without him.
It's gonna be interesting to see how it all functions with him not here. So he's obviously is important to the team. I'm sure he'll still be present in some manner, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how the team keeps growing, because especially seeing if we are coming out of this honeymoon period, this is the time where it's most important to focus down, start working out the issues and start grinding them out.
Our next match of the day is between the Houston Outlaws and the LA Valiant.
I'm ready. I'm you. Okay, always. Let's go. Hit the Joker. What do you want to do?
I don't think there's any chance for Valiant to hold
this
space. And it's only a matter of seconds. Kareev is the only one close enough to the point. He's not going to get there yet. That's going to be Houston Outlaws taking the 2-0 so far in this series.
This is the same scenario over again. Actually, you can actually go on stage and win the 2 next map, 2-0, 2-0 down. We're going for the 5 map. This is something that we already saw many times.
Was at the coalescence again, and soon down via that self-destruct. Houston Outlaws just needs a bit more, and they will take it. They win the poll. Valiant gets 1 map win out of this one, so they will come away with a 1-3, a 3-1 victory though for the Houston Outlaws.
Well, you're always going to be in a honeymoon period of some sort. Maybe it's over. We don't really know. There's definitely some cracks starting to show on the team, where at times we're looking really uncoordinated.
I can speak to this. Kriv said that he was in positions that he shouldn't have been, and then he used it. That's how I felt on it. I feel every time Kriv died, I'm I have no idea where Kriv died. That one time where I called where he got Winston pushed in, that's my fault.
We're talking about the same thing. We all made mistakes today, right? And the last 2 games that we've lost, and even before the Dallas Field game, we're coming the first 2 maps and we're not warmed up. We're just not playing like we usually do. We're panicking because mechanically we're not high at level, but there really is no solution to that because of how far we live. And even though today's match was 6 p.m., so there should be no excuse that nobody warmed up, but still some of us didn't warm up. If we ever want to improve, we need to come into every match at 100% already. And every match we come in at 70%, and then when we lose 2 maps, we all turn up to 100, and then it's too late. I don't like making excuses to lose, but it's the truth. We're always not warm. We didn't deserve the win because of our situation. Coming into the beginning, if we won, it's just because they made a lot of mistakes. So I feel if we prepare better for the next matches, we'll never run into that mistake again.
Look, you guys bring up the right point, okay? Before we were having issues, no one wanted to come here early because everyone was sitting around and not doing anything. But if you look at any professional sport team, they're usually wherever they're playing 4 to 5 hours before, and they're doing stuff to get themselves ready.
Yeah, always.
Okay, always. And while it might be on the staff, I think it's on everybody. We have to make a decision to come here and get ourselves ready to go as a team. You need to be out there frothing a little bit. You need to have worked up a little bit of a sweat. You have needed to be thinking and working and coordinating as a team. So we're not utilizing our time as good as we can. Plus, if you get out here earlier, you're not sitting in 90 minutes of traffic. It's going to take you 50 minutes to get here. Then we eat, we scrim, we get ready, and then when we take the stage, we've already got our sweat going. And so I think that's an absolutely critical piece to our success. Once again, a team hasn't really beat us, we've beaten ourselves.
And it's really becoming evident that we still have a lot to work on, which is how it was always going to be. It was never going to be perfect forever. So, we're working really hard to try and find our position and work out how it's going to function and fix all these issues. But it's still going to take time.